Hello and welcome to Cherry Hills. Today we are going to do a bit of hauling and placement of the Savapa Agro products and the sale point. So here we are. We're actually down at the dairy and sugar factory. We have one of our semi trailers with the big cargo container, and we're going to load that guy up, and then we're going to go and find a place to drop the sell point, basically. Find a nice location. Obviously we want to keep the location in keeping with the kind of game, and we're going to probably try and put it somewhere around the town. So first things first, let's get some product loaded into this trailer. So I'm going to basically get this stuff off of here. This is all essentially produced and full. So let's first off, oops, I'm used to telehandler. It's a bit laggy, and that's because it is. We seem to have a lot of lag today. So quite a big ping, so I have to be a little bit more so the cargo trailer is actually auto load, which basically means we should be able to just drive up to it. The side walls of this should open. I haven't quite figured out how to actually open them. So I'm hoping this is just going to load. Yeah, it's dropping them in. Maybe when we've got something inside we can open the sides. So what I'm going to do is, I say, I'm going to get everything loaded up. Kind of wanted to sort of have the sides open. It looks more authentic with that open. It actually looks pretty cool. I got this trailer just because of the look. Not because it's finishing, because I could just get a normal flatbed. Basically, I would have done the job just as well. In fact, probably more so because of the ability to load. Literally seem to be oversteering this. I'm trying to. We've got all this annoying lag today, and as a result, we are basically suffering. We've got two of the pallets loaded. What we'll do is, obviously we've got quite a few pallets, essentially the ones that are on the floor, they need to be taken. Trying to think what product we've got. We've got literally everything. To actually sort of unload. We've got butter, we've got kefir, we've got sugar. I'm going to try to take a bit of everything to the sale point. The one thing I'm not going to take is the molasses, but that's because I want that molasses for something else, and I don't want to use it all. Anything else is fine. And we're kind of just loading everything up. We'll load up the other stuff in a little bit speedier manner, because we'll basically have to use the auto load function. We're lifting off of here on the thing. We can't use the auto load because it bugs out the placeable. So we're going to need to just carefully lift everything off. I'm going to grab a bag of sugar as well, and put that in the back here. And we should take some sugar to the store after all. We have sugar, these are big bags of sugar. These are not consumer bags of sugar. I mean, let's just say, if you had one of these bags of sugar, right? And I mean, that is a lot of sugar. So, quite frankly, you would never ever take one of this size bag of sugar for your home, would you? You would, well, unless you sort of shop at somewhere where you might get one of these bulk buy stores, in which case you might have a 50 kilogram bag of sugar. But your standard 3 kilo bag or whatever it is from the local supermarket is usually more than sufficient. So we're just going to take from the front. Oops. Automate, we can just pick up without the fiddle. How much have we got of there? We've got quite a bit of it filled. So we are getting this all loaded, albeit slowly. We've probably got, I don't know, we've probably actually not got 2 truckloads of produce from here. We've definitely got one. I mean, basically, the pallets have kind of merged, and this is the unfortunate thing about some of these auto loads, is that they kind of, the trailer's not really technically wide enough for 2 of these pallets, and they do okay, so we're going to keep loading here and get things loaded. This is going to take a little bit of time. So we've got quite a few things to get on the back of this lorry. Let's see, we're probably going to have 4 to go. We are suffering quite horrendously here with lag, so we do have to try and actually fix that. Doesn't seem to be doing much. Yeah, actually it's probably 6 more actually. So let's take a 4. I think it was going to be 4, but it isn't. Trash hitting that back of that thing is. Yes, if I basically did this right, I shouldn't need to actually do so much movement around to actually get into a position to load, to be honest. When this actually, to be honest, when this actually is loaded by this trailer here, it actually stacks them slightly differently. Has them rotated. In fact, that one is actually having rotated. It's not as wide. Yeah, so you would, without this auto load, we wouldn't actually be able to load this trailer. Because the sidewalls, I say, are not working, which is kind of annoying. is actually kind of annoying. The sidewalls are not working. Is this, how many of these have this taken? This has actually taken quite a lot of product. So we've got at least 2 more to go. The molasses trailer takes sorry, not the trailer, pallet takes, I think it's 1600, I think. It's 1800, but it fills so very slowly. It is a very reduced rate. Okay, actually, this where is this kind of loading? This might actually take more than 2 more. It might actually take all of these. The way you would actually probably do this without autoload is with a skid steer on a road. Because the skid steer should be able to get into that trail. I'm going to try this last one, see if it actually takes it. Oops. If this takes it, we'll take one more. I don't think it will though. No, it hasn't. Let's just pick this up off the floor. So what we'll do is we will just put in here. We are suffering a little bit of lagginess, and it is causing things to kind of right, so that's loaded anyway. So we'll use that to restack it back to this thing. So let's get into the semi. Close at the back. So let's hold the cargo ball, as it were. So it's all full now. We obviously can do the normal unload procedure. So we're going to head up here somewhere, and we're going to find a spot somewhere around the town where we can drop down the placeable sell point for the Survivor Aggro mods. We are currently down here, so we'll just drive up that way. So I'm going to drop down a marker, so at the JB's Diner, as for want of a better place, so that we can basically just aim for that as a waypoint point. So we're full of produce. We just need to go essentially sell it. Back on the road. Quite a dirty turn in there. I did. So we've got our produce trailer, our trucking trailer. We are hauling cargo, as it were. So we'll head back up here. We'll probably past our field 5. There's another placeable lot there. We might want to put something in that. We'll see. This map has a lot of space for the placeables. It's actually really good. Check the Cherry Hills map. It's a very nice map. Do you want to not hit anything? Terrible driving. Comedy moment. Thank you very much. Try not to drive like an idiot. Once I get it going straight, I just don't want to really deviate too much so that we are generally kind of on the wrong side of the road. So let's can we do this turn? Whoa, I don't want to do it too quick. We are swerving a little bit and weaving. We are terrible drivers. Right, I'm trying to figure out which turning we're going to use. So, somewhere up here, we're going to find a nice little blank spot. Somewhere we can drop. I don't really want to drop it on a car park. Actually, let's just. I'm just going to park here for a second. I'm going to just because I say we want to find a good spot. So we're looking at this guy. This is essential trade piece, and I annoyingly don't have enough money. Okay, so I've sorted out the money situation. Let's go back to here. It's whether or not it all fits. So I mean, basically, here we have a spot. I'm just going to kind of rotate myself around so I can probably see what I'm doing. Theoretically, we could drop it down here. Okay, so this is a good placing spot, but we have to unload. We have to unload, so we need to be able to drive up to it. So it is kind of in a not so good place because it's kind of on that edge. Let's have a look, see. Let's have a look over by the diner actually. Let's see if there's something over by the diner. So we're going to take the lorry. This is gas verge, but again, I don't really want to put it on the grass verge. So let's take it down this road here. See what we've got in terms of space. So we've got the diner, we've got the twin cannons in. The diner's got a lot of space around it, but it's essentially kind of car parking and turning for the drop off. And then this is the little town. I think actually next to the gas station is going to be the best spot. Actually, you know what we could do? What is it like here? Let's turn this around. I think I can't place it here. It is actually saying we can't place it. We could place it there. We can't place it because we've got a vehicle there. Probably because we've got a vehicle there. Actually, let's just see what it looks like here. We can put some of it on the verge. It's just we've just got to be able to drive up to it. We could pop that there. That might actually work. That will work. So actually, yeah, I like the idea of putting it here, so we can drive up to it. So what we'll do is we'll take our truck. Of course, I literally do need to sort of turn it around because I want to kind of do this in a... no cars come down here. Oops. I kind of just want to... I don't want to... kind of drive here, you see. Then basically we won't unload. We'll unload using auto load, obviously. Not obviously, but essentially. Wow, that's a big spot. Actually, a really good spot. So we can choose our unload side. So that is the unload marker. I'm going to hit the unload, and there we go. All of that should be selling, and we're making some money. It's slowly selling it all off. Hopefully it is going to all sell without having to remove any around, but we could have actually backed up a little bit further, but that's fine. So there we are shifting some of our goods from the production line. We have the sale point placed. We have our various products placed onto the sale point, and they're all selling away pretty quickly, making us some money, which is good. And there we have it. And this is one of the first of our sort of our big trucks for selling and hauling products. So this one, what we'll do is I'm keeping these up at the actual store, and I'll return it there in a minute. There is a second one there. We've got two of these. There we go. There we go. So just gonna back this up a little bit, and we're gonna give ourselves a little turn around. Whoa. So when the wheel, sometimes it doesn't turn when you want it to turn, and then when you do want it to turn, it just decides to, when you don't want it to turn, sorry, it decides it's going to turn like at 90 degrees, and you don't want it to turn so severely. And then sometimes when you actually want it to turn, but you don't want it to turn severely, it just doesn't turn at all. You kind of gently sort of coax it around the corner, for instance, or to make a turn, and it doesn't do it. So this is one of these cargo bull trailers. It's a Schmidt's cargo bull trailer. It's a nice mod. As I said, it should open the sides, but I can't seem to get them to open. The open cover button does not work, and it should, which is just a tad annoying. So we are going to make a left here. So we are keeping these trucks on the lot here, really out of convenience because it is close to where the goods are being picked up. Well, it's not that close, but it is reasonably close, and it's also close to the sale point because the sale point's up at the top there. So we've got these trucks. These are MAN trucks by NLD Farmers. The trailers by this, say it's a Schmidt cargo bull. We bought this a couple of an episode or two ago. It is a nice little beast that we've basically picked up. So with that, this episode has been a little bit bitty, but we have successfully set up our sale location here at the top of the map for the goods, the essential hard bundle, which is the sale point for the Savapa Agro products, and we can basically draw things to a close. We shall see you next time. If you enjoyed today's episode, please hit the like button and please subscribe to the channel for more. With that, thank you very much and goodbye.